size that counts. It's what you do with it.
Alright you guys, in today's video, as you guys can see from the thumbnail and the title of this video, it is no secret, he is finally here, the official Neca Chucky life-size doll. I feel like I'm one of the last people who've gotten this Chucky doll. After so many delays, after 4 years, we finally have him here. And I have to say, when I got this box, I'm not exaggerating, this box is super heavy. Yeah, he is finally here, so we're just literally gonna jump right into the video. Now, I am a little bit scared because the box is a little bit beat up, which is a little bit disappointing. Not even a little bit disappointing, it's a lot disappointing because as you guys can see, this box is pretty beat up, and I hope that the original packaging of this Chucky doll is not as bad as the outside. I don't know, we'll see, but yeah, you guys, let's jump right into the video. Let me open him up and let's take a closer look at how this doll looks like after all. Why is it always so hard to take out of this tan box? Alright you guys, so this is what he looks like right outside of the box, and I have to say, I'm ready. I am so freaking intrigued by this. So now let's take out the plastic and let's take a closer look. Alright you guys, so besides the fact that I absolutely love how this doll is looking right now, the box is actually damaged. It did come a little bit, I mean, it's not that bad, I guess you can say. I'm not gonna cry about it, but it is disappointing that the box did come damaged, because I'm usually really lucky that my boxes never really come damaged, but this one is a little bit from here and from here. It is a little bit dented, but you know what? It's fine. The doll is what matters. The packaging is what matters, but the doll is also what matters. But yeah, like always, let's take a look at the box really quick, because you already know I'm a huge fan of packaging. I love packaging. If the packaging looks good, the product is going to look even better. And I have to say, I really like the box. I like the idea of a burnt box. Looks good. I think it looks good for what they were trying to go for. I do like that it's kind of like burnt and it has blood spattered. Like you can see the blood splattered right here. So yeah, the packaging is really nice, and I'm glad that they chose to go with a good guy box. I'm actually really glad that they chose to go with this design. But yeah, overall I really like the box. I really like the packaging. Packaging is A+, 10 out of 10. So now we're going to take a closer look at what the doll actually looks like. But he looks really freaking good. Just by looking at him like that, I'm really liking how he looks. He looks really good. So let's just take him out of the box and let's take a closer look. Alright you guys, so this is what he looks like right outside of his box, and I have to say, I'm really liking this doll quite a lot. I think he looks really good. He definitely looks good on screen, but I have to say, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, because you guys know I'm not really a picky Chucky fan. But one thing that I will say about this Chucky doll that I don't like is the hair. The hair was giving me such a hard time. It's very short but long from the sides. I was trying to fix it and the hair was just coming off, and I don't want to play too much with the hair because he's already bald as it is, and I just don't want this doll to lose more hair. But overall, let me talk about the clothing. The clothing is really good. I really do like the clothing. I think the clothing looks really good. The material feels really good. It doesn't feel cheap. It actually feels like good quality, and I like the shoes, and I like the fact that it has shoelaces. Now, if you look at the bottom of the shoe, it does have that logo. I mean, of course, it would have been a crime not to put the good guy logo on the bottom of the shoes. The hands are really, really good too. I really do like the hands. I honestly thought that the hands were going to be too big, because if I remember correctly from that video, the promotional video, when they finally said, hey, it's done, here's the final product, I felt like the forehead looked a little bit too big. But looking at it right now in person, I personally like it. I don't think the forehead looks too big, but I do like everything about this doll. But yeah, I think overall the doll looks really, really good. I do like the sculpt. I think Neca and Moody Pudding Studios did a really, really good job with the sculpt and just the paint job. I think the paint job could have been a little bit better, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not too crazy picky when it comes down to the paint job, because when you look at this doll, you can't tell this is the doll from Bride of Chucky. Like I said, the only thing that I can say negative about this doll is the hair. The hair is just horrible. Like, I really just do not like the hair on this doll. It's too short from back here. Like, literally is just way too short, and if you pull it, it literally just comes off. But if you look at it from the side, you guys can see this looks just really, really messy. And I'm not being really picky. It just looks really, really messy. It's a little bit frizzy, and some parts it's just too straight. But as you can see from the side, right here it's just too short, and then right here is just too long. Like, I don't know what they were trying to achieve with this, but I don't like that. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna do anything, because I don't know. When it comes down to stuff like this, I get really, really nervous to do anything with these dolls, especially for the price that I paid. So I did get this doll from FYE, and I paid about, how much did I pay? I don't even remember. I just swiped my black card, and voila, it was in front of my house. But I think he was like $600-700. I'm not sure. I did pre-order him when the FYE pre-orders dropped. I do like FYE, even though it was a little bit more pricey than the regular price, which was like $459. I knew that eventually I wanted to get him, and I didn't really care for the price. Even though I wouldn't pay more than $1,000 for this doll, I think the price that I paid for getting a last minute pre-order is a good deal. Personally, for me, I can't afford that, but $1,500, $2,000, you're crazy. I wouldn't pay that. Especially if I would have got this for like $1,000, I would have been a little bit more upset, because I just don't like the quality of the hair. But besides the hair and besides everything else, you guys, I don't know about you, but I am really, really, really liking this doll. I think he looks really, really good for what he is. Again, the paint job is really good. I like the sculpt of the doll. He looks really, really good, and the hands look really, really good as well. And I mean, you can turn them. They do this piece right here, it is plastic. I don't know why I said it like that, but this is a plastic. It is plastic, and the rest is just hard foam. I know a lot of people were pointing it out that on the bottom it does have 3 dots, and it's just like ripping. Mine is not ripping, and I don't want to stretch it more, so I'm gonna leave it alone, because I don't want to break it. I think he's fine the way that he is. But yeah, you guys, taking a closer look at it, I have to say the paint job is good. I think somebody was pointing something out on the face that this wasn't supposed to be here. If you wouldn't have pointed it out, I probably wouldn't have noticed. I'm just glad that I have another Chucky life size, and this is from Neca. Again, another company that I do like and respect, but I do have to be completely honest when it comes down to their products. And I mean, for what it is, I think this being Neca's first life-size Chucky doll, I can't really say anything bad about that. I think they did a good job. I just know that I do like the doll, and I'm really, really happy with this, and I can't wait to take pictures with him and take pictures of him, because he looks really, really good, and he's gonna look perfect with my Tiffany doll. He's gonna look perfect with the rest of the Chucky dolls. And yeah, the next thing that we're gonna be waiting for is Trick or Treat Studios Tommy head and the half cut off face. That's literally the only thing we're waiting for, besides all the other Chucky dolls, but or Chucky merchandise. But I have to say, as a customer, I am 80% happy. I'm just not 100% happy because of the hair, but 80% happy is still a good a good rating. And I'm gonna have to say Neca and again Moody Pudding Studios did a really good job with the sculpt, the paint job, and besides just the hair, I think it's just a really good Chucky doll, and I can't wait to prop him and just take pictures of him because yeah, he's just another great piece and another great addition to the Chucky collection. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, you guys. I don't know what else to say except that I really like everything. I like the mouthpiece, I like the stitches, and the eyeballs look really good to me. I have no complaints with the eyeballs. I mean, they obviously do move whichever way you want them to move. That looks really creepy. I like that. The head also moves down, up, side to side, which again, it's a really nice, great detail. The neck looks really good. The neck piece is it's just a neck piece, and it just looks like a really good doll. And I'm just glad that I was able to get my hands on one of these, because I think right now it's a little bit more harder to find a pre-order. I know that some pre-orders randomly just pop up, but then they get canceled. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to say this: if you can get your hands on a pre-order, I would say do it, because I think this is gonna go up in value, especially right now that everybody wants a Neca Chucky doll. I'm gonna say this: if you can get your hands on a pre-order, do it, because personally I think he is worth it, especially if you are collecting Chucky dolls and Chucky is your passion. Like, I mean, hello. It would only make sense that I do get a Neca life-size Chucky doll, and if you do have the $400, $500, $600, $700 to spare on a Chucky doll, I say go for it, because he is really good. And especially if Neca stops making these dolls, if they discontinue these dolls and you won't be able to get them, a lot of people are going to be selling their Chucky dolls for a lot more money. Especially right now, they are selling it for like $1,200, $1,500. That's simply a joke to me. I would never spend that much money on a Neca life-size Chucky doll, not because it's worth it, but because it's not even like a vintage Chucky doll just yet. Like, literally just came out for people to be asking for so much money. But I get it, I completely understand. It's this Chucky doll is on high demand right now, so I understand. But personally, I wouldn't pay more than what I paid for this, and I think I paid about $600-$700. I'm not fully sure, but I paid what I thought was fair for the amount of time that I had to place my pre-order, and I'm glad I did. I am not 100% satisfied with the doll because of the hair, but besides the hair, I have to say everything else looks really good. So if you like to rehaul dolls, if you know how to do that, or if you know somebody who knows how to do that, the hair is probably not going to be a problem. So yeah, you guys, I mean, I don't know what else to say except that yeah, I like the doll. I like everything else except the hair, and I would highly recommend you guys getting one. He is 100% worth it. But alright, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. That is pretty much it for today's review. If you guys have any other questions, I will probably most likely do another video with a little bit more in-depth details, because I know I didn't really talk about the side piece and everything else, but I just really wanted to unbox this doll and just take a closer look. So this is kind of like my first impressions. Maybe play with the hair a little bit better, and just, I don't know, but I'll probably most likely do another video comparing this with the Trick or Treat Studio one and giving my honest opinion on what I think about both of them, even though they are both really good. I think both dolls are good for what they are, so it really wouldn't be a which one's better, which one has the best quality, which one, because I think that they are both good in its own right way. So, but yeah, if there's anything that I might have missed, let me know in the comments down below so I can make another in-depth type of video. But yeah, this was my first impressions and my little unboxing, and I think it was a success. So yeah, if you guys like this video, give this video a huge thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you stick around, especially if you are into Chucky and horror. This channel is literally all about Chucky and horror, so if you're into that, stick around, click that subscriber button and click that notification bell to get notified for every single time I upload. But alright, you guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.